Hi, my name is Jamal Tabib. I'm a Palestinian American, but I'm also a retired Air Force officer. And this video is not for me. This GoFundMe is not for me. This video is for my Arabic teacher. Let me explain. I visited the Middle East briefly when I was a kid. Hadn't been back in many years. Wanted to work on my Arabic language skills because they had atrophied tremendously. So I went to a great online platform called Preply where you could find your own language teacher from all over the world. So I picked a Palestinian person like me. Well, of course, I live here. Mine just happened to be from Gaza. So over the course of the last 10 months, 4 hours a week at a time, slowly built my nothing Arabic skills into something worth being able to communicate with. And then, as you all know, over the last week, the events, the terror that's unfolded that befell Israel and the subsequent humanitarian crisis in Gaza has just taken everybody's breath away. I was supposed to have lessons with my teacher, tried to stay in touch with her, didn't hear anything for a week. And then I finally got contact from her, and I could barely read, but the description of the events that her and her family had gone through as a representation of every other Gazan civilian who's fleeing right now and trying to just hang on for their lives. Sorry, it's a little tough. They were north of the evacuation zone. They were housing 16 other strangers who had already lost their houses when they were notified that they were going to be bombed and they had 5 minutes to evacuate. So they evacuated just in time for their house to be demolished, with no place to go, nothing to do, no money, nothing but the clothes on their backs at the time. No food, no water, no electricity, no sanitation, no means of escaping. They somehow managed to make it to the south right now, and they have nothing. I know many of you are saying, what can I do what good is it to do something for one person, one family? And my advice to you is the same thing I tell you that I was always taught in the military when faced with an impossible task. We call it eating the elephant. Frequent problem in the military, do this impossible task, and you always ask yourself, how can I possibly accomplish this? And then senior leaders will always come up to you and tell you the same way that we've always done it, one bite at a time. Just dig in, get going. So this may not make a difference for everybody, all the 1.1 million evacuees in Gaza, but by gosh, doing something for somebody is a hell of a lot better than doing nothing for nobody. And I hope you can contribute in any way that you feel comfortable, and I hope this video speaks to you. And I'll let you know what I'm personally doing. I'm paying for my lessons, even though we're not having them. And I told her, that's fine, we'll make them up later. But I want her and her family, she's the sole breadwinner for her family and funds her brother's education. One's a doctor in Germany and one's just finished as a dentist in Gaza. And her supports her mother and her sisters. I was a deployed military contractor. I bought myself a nice graduation present when that was done. It's a nice watch. It sits in a box mostly. I wear it every once in a while. But so my two contributions, what I'm bringing to the cause, I'm going to sell my desk trophy, my watch, and I'm going to keep funding lessons. So that's what I'm going to do. And I want to ask you, not tell you, I want to ask you, what can you do? Anything would be great. And if anybody out there knows somebody else in Gaza who wants to do one of these, hey, bring it on. I mean, we got to start somewhere, man. Thank you. Appreciate your time. And again, God bless all the innocent victims.